Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you, whoever you are and wherever you are, to the Heavenly Sunshine channel. If you haven't been here before, I hope you stick around. This channel is all about studying God's Word, the Holy Bible, and the best version of that Word that we have today being the King James Version of the Holy Scriptures, a compilation of 66 books written during a span of over 3,000 years. But nevertheless, there are other versions that are also worthy, but the King James Version seems to be the most accurate. The problem most people have, including myself, with the King James Version is that it's written in King James English, and many of the words have changed. In fact, some of the words actually have the opposite meaning that they had at the time of King James in 1611 than that they have today. So, but as far as accuracy to the original text, it is one of the most accurate. There are other versions that are extremely accurate too. So, I've kind of modified my position. I used to be a King James only Bible teacher, but I'm no longer that. I recognize that there are uh, other translations. I don't like to use the word versions because the truth doesn't have there's no version of the truth. It's either the truth or it isn't the truth. So I use the word translation. Okay. There are many translations and many Bible scholars, much more learned than me, argue that they are even more accurate than the King James. But since the King James is what I was first trained in and I am most familiar with, and I was always shown that it was one of the most sound, if not genuine and authentic translations out there. I've always championed King James. Plus, the King James English is just so beautiful. It conveys nuances somehow that modern English just can't, and it's just remarkable in that respect. So I think, especially for the poetical books, the King James Bible, I mean, is just hard. You can't beat it as far as I'm concerned, of all the Bible translations.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if I may, Psalm 23. Psalms chapter 23, the Psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.